Hey Mo viewers, Tom Roderick here. I am downtown San Francisco because this is our starting and stopping point for the new 2025 Indian Scout platform. When I say platform, it's because there's 5 models. We start off with the Scout Bobber at $13,000. Then you go up to the Sport Scout for $13,500. From there, you go to the Scout Classic at $14,000. Then you've got the Super Scout at $16,500, and then the 101 Scout in front of me, the Halo bike, for $17,000. The good thing with this new platform is it gives everybody a bike to choose from depending on your own taste in a motorcycle. The Bobber, low seat height, lowest of the group, and the lowest price tag. Then you've got your Classic for the person that just wants that more classic outlook. The Sport Scout is going to be similar to the 101, but it's not going to come with the same sort of performance package. We'll get to that in a minute. And then the Super Scout is going to be your kind of light touring model with a windscreen and some saddlebags. So visually, the thing you're going to notice first off is going to be the big single exhaust pipe that we have compared to the dual exhaust of the previous model. Another visual clue is going to be the engine. It looks similar, but it is, stylistically different. It is a 1250cc engine now. There are a lot of internal changes, but it would still a 60-degree V-twin, liquid cooled. That is similar to the one before, but is different. Another thing is going to be the radiator up front. They managed to shrink that significantly and hide it even better in between the frame rails. And speaking of the frame, that is different for this year. You have a tubular steel frame compared to the aluminum frame from the previous model. Something also new for 2025 is going to be the 2 trim levels that they have available for the various Scouts. The first one is the Limited, which is going to give you ride modes. It keeps the analog tack up here, but you can still go in, program. You've got Rain, Standard, and Sport. And then you have the Limited Plus Tech. So if you want the Plus Tech, you got to get the Limited. It's a package deal. I think the Limited is about $700, and the Plus Tech is about $1,700 altogether. Now, the 101 in front of me here comes with both of those already installed, no options. That's how you get this bike. So the Plus Tech package is going to give you the touchscreen digital readout and navigation and a keyless entry. The 101 model in front of me, comes with the Limited and the Plus Tech package already included. Now, the nice thing with this, having ridden all 5 bikes today, if you're looking for the performance that, because these bikes are sporty in their own manner. And if you're really wanting that, top level performance, just look no further than the 101. You've got fully adjustable fork up front, and then a preload and compression piggyback shocks in the rear. And another big key factor are going to be radial mount Brembo calipers on dual front discs. The other ones all have, they share the same suspension components. They share the same single front disc brake and the non-adjustable suspension. This guy, jumping from even your Sport Scout onto the 101, it's just a night and day difference. You can really feel the suspension in this one working, and the braking performance, it's just not comparative. It's going to be more expensive for sure, but I think it's worth the price point when you start looking at the performance advantages that you get out of the 101. The 101 also comes with a small horsepower increase. The other models are all at 105 horsepower. The 101's rated at 111. So, 6 horsepower. There is an upgrade you can purchase with the other ones if you want to bump it to the 111 horsepower. They didn't have a price, so you're going to have to ask the Indian dealer, what that's going to cost you. While riding the bike, a key difference was going to be the revvy nature of the engine. This thing, it really likes to spin. If you're riding it aggressively, you're going to want to be above 4,000 RPM. Part of it too was I found out that they changed. I think they went up a tooth on the countershaft sprocket, so the gearing is a little taller, which definitely affected the kind of nature of the motorcycle compared to last year's model. But yeah, it's fun to rev. It's just a little bit surprising. It's not as torquey and powerful at the bottom end as you would think a 1250cc bike would be. But again, for the sport, it's meant to be kind of a bike of a sporty nature, and so that it really makes for a playful engine as far as power delivery goes. Another big performance difference between this one, well, the Sport Scout and the 101 are the same. They have the same wheels. You have a 16 rear and a 19 front. The other models were 16/16s, front and rear. So as far as, the handling differences, there was a pretty big one, jumping off of those and jumping onto the Sport Scout or the 101. Of course, you'll notice that this also comes with a little bikini fairing up front, and it comes in two just incredibly delicious looking color packages. You have the one with the predominantly red color scheme here, and then on the flip side you have one where the red is going to be white, and either one are very just delicious looking in person. Another difference that you're going to find is the tires that the 101 and the Sport Scout come with. These are definitely set up to be, again, a little bit more friendly towards aggressive riding styles. So what you're told from Indian is that the fuel capacity is actually just, slightly bigger than last year's model, but the overall size of the tank actually went down a little bit, and that's just because of the configuration of the airbox and everything underneath. Other amenities that the digital clock comes with is you have a choice of two different patterns in the face. They have one that's a little busier with your tach, your fuel gauge and everything, and they've got one that's just a cleaner look. It's a really easy toggle switch up here that you can get to. The other one is the ride modes, of course, and that's again pretty easy with your switch gear up here. You can do that on the fly. They have the sport mode with it. And sometimes the sport mode can be a little kind of light switchy on a lot of motorcycles, but I didn't find that with this particular bike. It gave you a more responsive engine, but nothing over the top. And I found myself, riding in that mode most over the 2 days that, we have been out. Another electronic nicety, of course, is going to be cruise control. It comes with that. And, with the 101, you're going to get the navigation. From what I'm told, you get a year of included navigation in there. After that, I think it's an annual fee. But it's really nice because, there's no phone hookups or mechanisms around here. It's right here on the screen in front of you. You can do like a weather and traffic overlays with it. It's pretty cool. I played around with it, somewhat over the last couple of days, and it's a nice system. So, this was obviously just our first ride review of, well, all 5 models, but we wanted to really focus on the 101. I'm sure in the coming months we're going to get some other Indian Scouts. We'll do a little bit more deeper dive on individual ones. We'll probably get this guy and compare it against something at some point in time. Coming from a performance guy like myself, the suspension and the brakes alone are worth the increased price. The performance upgrade is fantastic. Just jumping off the other bikes onto this one, like I said, was night and day. A lot of the roads we were riding on were, fairly bumpy. And instead of getting, bucked out of the seat, I was, could feel the suspension working and absorbing a lot of the road irregularities. So, I came away really liking this 101 Scout. So, when you get a chance, I know they're out and about right now. They're down at dealerships. By the time you see this video and the review is out, all 5 models should be available. So, be sure if you want some more in-depth, technical reporting, go to Motorcycle.com, read the story, and we'll see you soon.